Unmute.
Hey everyone, my name is Ashutosh and I'll be your host today and I'll be presenting the Promote webinar. I have John with me, joining me as a guest speaker for today's webinar. So before we start with the webinar, let's talk about some housekeeping items. So during the webinar, if you have any questions, you can post them in the Q&A box that you'll be seeing on your screen. Any technical issues, if you're not seeing the slides correct, if you cannot hear me, again, you can post them in a Q&A box. This session is being recorded and it will be made available under the given link on the slide. And at last, please don't forget to provide us your feedback. That would help us to cover the topics that you want us in as in future or improve the webinar quality. So a quick introduction about myself. My name is Ashutosh Sharma and I'm from Samsung Developer Program team. Our team is located here in Mountain View, California. And I have a guest speaker whose name is John Eric Soberpina. He is joining us from Singapore. He is one of our top watch face designer. He is an applied physics graduate and his passion have always been a software engineer and graphic design. He started his watch face journey with Samsung in February 2017 and has been creating watch faces ever since. He has close to 50 watch faces in his collection with Monument series, which are bestsellers in United States and Europe. Now, how can we help you? So, as I mentioned that we are from Dev Support team, and if you have any questions or any concerns regarding any of the Samsung SDKs or services, you can sign up for our program and submit your query to us. Anything that's related to theme editor, gear watch face, designer tool, any Galaxy SDKs related queries, tiles and variable SDKs queries, or any promotion related queries that you might have, you can again submit us a ticket and reach out to us. Now, talking about the app promotion that we are going to cover for today's webinar. So what is an app promotion? It's a way to proactively reach out and communicate to your potential audience and providing them an easily accessible way to download your app. There can be various ways of promoting your app. It can be done from the Galaxy App Store by proactively following the best practices for designing your product detail page. It can be through an email campaign, or it can be through Galaxy Badge, social channels, and then there are several other ways that we'll be covering through this webinar. So few of the things that we'll be covering in details in this webinar is Galaxy Badge, that you to take control of your app promotion and use a free service that's been provided by us to promote your app among your audience. The second topic that we'll be covering is the brand and seller page for for the gear and theme store respectively that recently got added. And at last, we'll be talking about the banner promotion. And then John will be talking about his journey as a watch face designer. So let's start with the first topic of today's webinar, which is Badge, Galaxy Badge service. So what is this badge generator? It's a special URL service that allows you to create URL, or kind of a short URL that will point to your app on compatible devices. So you can go onto our website, you can sign up there, you can submit a request for Galaxy Badge once you have the URL. If that URL on a compatible device, you will go to the product detail page, else it will take you to an educational page where you can guide your user on how to download your app. Now I'll be showing you a couple of examples as in video where I'll be demoing how other sellers have been using our Galaxy Badge service and promoting their app. So this is my device, and first I will show you a Twitter campaign that has been done by Two Thumbs, who is one of our theme publisher. So I'll go and I'll try to look up that seller here. Okay, it's not showing up. Let me search for it. So as I mentioned, its name is Two Thumbs. So this is their page on Twitter, and you can see that there are several feeds posted with URLs, and those are the Galaxy Batch URL that I've been mentioning. Those are the URLs that can be used to deep link. And now when I tap on those URLs, it takes me directly to the product line page into the theme store. So no intermediate page, directly deep links with your product line page. You can see different categories here: themes, icon, AOD. So again, quick and easy way to deep link the store. Now let's take you through a Facebook experience where one of a watch page designer have been using Galaxy Batch service again to deep link the store. The name is Virgin Watch Faces, and this is their page. So let me just go on right on the top, and so as I mentioned, this is Virgin Watch Faces, and you will see in their post they have added Galaxy Batch URL again to deep link with the store, and it works very seamlessly. See, when I clicked on it, it directly took me to the product detail page where a user can just on one single tap download the app. Now you can also use this Galaxy Batch URL on your website, and so this is one of an example where I go to skills.com, who've been using our Galaxy Batch service again and deep linking with our store. So you can see the Galaxy Batch icon here. And one thing very special about this seller is they have designed their website in a way that only Samsung users will see the Galaxy Batch. So all the clicks that's been happening takes the user to the product download page. Okay, so now why to use the Galaxy Batch? So other than the advantages that I've covered or the seamless user experience that I just covered, you must have noticed how easy it is to use. Just one URL, you can place it in different or various communication channels or promotional channel. It's so easy to use, user will see it, and they have a quick and easy way to access your app. Just one single click and takes you to the product detail page to download the app. You'll have the control of your app promotion. So now you have an opportunity to again use this URL and use it as per your requirement in your promotional channel. One other good feature about this Galaxy Batch service is it provides real-time click-through rate. So you will click counts real-time. So and I'll show you where you can get all those data in upcoming slides. So let's move on to the next one. So there are two different types of badges depending on what kind of product you are promoting. If it is an Android app or Gear app, you'll probably be using the first batch, which is available on Galaxy apps. And if you are promoting your themes content, then you will be using the second batch. These badges are readily available to download from our developer portal. The links is mentioned on the slide. Now, how to request a Galaxy Batch? So you'll go to the samsungdevelopers.com, and if you already don't have an account, create one. It's a freely available account that you can create here. And once you log in, you'll be landed on the dashboard screen. And on the dashboard screen, under the left side menu, there are several services that's been available. One of them is Galaxy Batch service. So you'll click on that, and it will take you to this page, which is shown on the slide. Now, this slide, you'll see that there is a form that's shown up, and it takes very basic details like a seller office account, app name, application type, which can be either Android, Gear, or themes. Then we would need the package name, a tag that you want to use for the short URL, and just an acceptance and condition, click submit request, and that's it. Your request has been submitted now. Now I'll walk you in details about each and every field. So the first one is seller office account email address. This is your user ID for seller office that you use for login. The second is the app name. One thing that to note in here is app name field doesn't accept any special character as of now. We are working on modifying the service, and probably in coming future you'll soon be able to enter special character as well. But as of now, it's not allowed to enter any special character like curly braces or brackets or comma, anything. So the name doesn't need to be exactly the same, but if there are any special character, you can simply skip them and just enter the app name here. App type, depending on the app that you are requesting the Galaxy Batch URL, you can select the app type. It can be Android, Gear, or theme. Now the package name. Package name for any of the application can be obtained from several places. So I'll walk you through one by one. In Android, you can get it from the manifest file from your application. For Gear native app developed using GWD tool, the package name will look like com.example.sample. It's like several strings, alphanumeric strings separated with dots, very similar to Android. And in case of Gear web app, it would be a 10-character alphanumeric string that you'll be using. So again, if you have any doubts or any questions about how to obtain a package name, or if you're not able to identify what is your package name, you can again submit a ticket to us and we'll be able to help you out with that. Now, the other field is tag. So our Galaxy Batch URL starts as galaxy.us/ whatever you want to use as a tag. So say, for example, for Burgeon watch faces, I can create something like galaxy.us/Burgeon. So whatever you want to have after the galaxy.us/, you can enter it here as a tag. It should be in between 3 to 9 alphanumeric characters. And the reason why we try to keep it short is, again, we want this URL to be easily entered on the device. So if somebody is like seeing this URL on a desktop and they want to enter it on a device, it should be really easy for them to read it and enter it on their mobile phone. So 3 to 9 characters limit. Then accept the terms and condition and submit your request. Now, once the request has been submitted, it goes into review in progress. We just verify here that all the details that's been entered here is correct. And within 1 business days or less than that, your request will respond to your request. If everything works fine, we'll activate it. And if not, we might need a few more details from your end and we'll reach out to you. Once a URL is active, you can again access it anywhere. Like, you'll enter your Galaxy Batch URL on your Samsung phone, it will take you to the product detail page, and that's how you can verify that everything is working. Also, you will notice that the click counts will get reported as soon as the URL will get active. So you can come in here on the screen and you can check your click counts for the Galaxy Batch URL. We show you based on the device type as well, like how many times your URL has been accessed on a desktop, mobile, or Samsung phone. Now, there have been scenarios where we have been noticing that there are some URLs which are not working, or the details that's provided is not correct. Sometimes we miss it in the very first place, and that's when if there are some certain issues we find in the Galaxy URL, we sometimes disable it. And that's when you will see a status as disabled by admin. Before disabling any URL, we will reach out to you, but if in case you don't see any email from us, you can again reach out to us if you see any of your URL as disabled by admin. Now, once your email campaign is over and you don't anymore want to use that Galaxy URL, you can again submit a request for deletion, and we confirm it again from you before deleting it. So you'll see deletion in progress, and after 1 business day, your URL will be deleted. Note, once the URL will be deleted, you will no longer be able to access the click-through data, or the other thing is the tag that you are using will become available for others to use. So that's one thing to take into consideration before you think of deleting any of the Galaxy Batch URL. Now, that was all about the Galaxy Batch. Now, we'll talk about some newer features that added on the seller office, like brand page and seller page. Brand is for the gear page, and the seller page stands for the themes. What this page is, so each seller can have one single page where they can have all their app listed under one screen, or under different tabs. So in case of Gear apps, each seller will have their own page, and they can go onto that page and they can browse all their products. In case of theme, there are different tabs depending on the app type, what kind of app it is. So right now our front end for or the form field for the Galaxy Batch is not properly equipped to create Galaxy Batch URL for Gear brand or seller page. Again, we don't want to restrict you or wait for it to be up and running. You can again reach out to us if you are looking to obtain a Galaxy Batch URL for your brand or seller page. The details that we would need for creating a Galaxy Batch URL for brand or seller page is mentioned on the slide. Basically, we are looking for, in case of seller page in themes, we are looking for seller deep link that you can obtain from Seller Office Profile tab. You'll see a seller's deep link that we would need for the seller's page. In case of Gear apps, we would need seller deep link and the brand ID. So again, seller deep link is the same as the seller seller deep link is the same as you were obtaining in the case of theme, whereas in brand ID you can obtain it from Galaxy App Store with a sharing option. Again, if you need any help obtaining any of these values, you can again reach out to us and we'll be able to help you out. Now, how to set up the seller page for themes in Seller Office, like what your user will see as when they come to your seller page on Theme Store. So this is under Profile tab. So once you log in, you click on the Profile tab and go on to the Samsung Theme seller page, and you are seeing there are various fields where you can upload screenshots or description. And once you enter all those details, it will be shown up like this. So this is your profile image that you entered on the previous screen. This is the background image, introduction. So, and these all details you can provide under the Profile tab of your Seller Office account. This is the banner image. Now coming on to the Gear page. So the similar as a theme, we also have a brand page in Gear where all the apps from a seller will be listed under one account. These are the fields where you can enter your details like brand name, description, background images, logo or icon. And this is how your user will see once he comes to your product detail page or brand page, I'm sorry. So this is the background image, brand logo or icon, this is the brand name and description. One of the things that we want to suggest you that please be very responsive to the comments or the feedback that's provided by user for your app. Be very responsive, reply to their comments, and we have seen that this will in turn impact your app download or conversion rate, because everybody likes to download the app where the seller has been responding actively and been listening to their customers. Now, this is one of the other features that been released with the recent update on the theme store. There you will see on seller's page, there is under seller's page or a product detail page, there is an option to follow a seller. So we encourage you to ask or reach out to your user and ask them to follow you as a seller in theme store. This will how this works is if you push any update to your application or you publish any new content, the users who are following you will get a push notification once every week, notifying them that, hey, you're following this user and there's a new content available. So this is one of the other way to create an engaging environment between you as a seller and your users. Now I'd like to talk about a few promotions that's been running on for Galaxy Batch. So this is a promotion that's been running from, it's been around a month that this promotion has been running, and it's running until end of this year. We are asking you to use Galaxy Batch for promoting your app, and after this contest period's end, we will review the app downloads or your Galaxy batch performance, and depending on that, you will get a promotion slot or your app getting promoted as a banner promotion under each different categories, which are themes, gear, and Android. For more details, there is a link on the slide. You can refer to this link, and you can get more details about this promotion. Now, at last, I'll be talking about the banner promotion. It's been seen that any app that's been promoted as a banner promotion within our store gets 4 times or notices 4 times extra download on daily basis. This screenshot shows how the banner promotion looks in our Galaxy App Store or Theme Store. Now, if you want your app to get promoted as a banner promotion within our store, these are the steps mentioned here that you can follow. So first, we recommend you to use the Galaxy badge and promote your app. The second is, now the step 1, after you promote your app with the Galaxy badge, the step 1 is identify the app that's been making solid revenue or has a great press kit, and submit a promotion request. You can log into our samsungdevelopers.com portal and submit a promotion request for banner promotion. The details that we would need for reviewing your application is content ID, app name, and seller office email address for each app that you want to get it promoted as a banner promotion. Our editorial team will review and will respond back to your request. This is what you can include in your press kit. Like if your app is not available in Galaxy, if your app is available in other stores, you can provide the store ranking, share the stats or store ranking, demonstrate organic growth. So these are the things that you can include in your press kit. Now at last, this is, we are showing you for Android app, we're showing you how you can include submit review in the store directly from your app. And we have noticed that having positive reviews or a lot of positive reviews on your app increases the app download, your app download. And this is a code snippet that you can use for Android app for increasing your app download. This will prompt your user to submit a review for your app, and on one single click, user will be landed to the product detail page where they can submit the review. Where to show this prompt, it entirely depends on your app and functionality. So I would say that you are the best judge to decide when you want to show it, but we recommend that you should show this pop-up to your users to submit review for your app. In case of Gear app, we have been working on creating a library that you can simply include in your application for native and web apps, and show the similar kind of pop-up to submit review. The screenshots are attached. We are working on this library. It's yet not ready, but it's going to be available within 2 weeks from now. And if you're interested, you can send us an email or submit a ticket to inquire more about this library. One thing that I'd like to mention about this library is it's really easy to use, and most of the functionality will be provided by this library itself, like how to show a pop-up, when to show a pop-up, and other things that you can again modify according to your requirements. Now, there are a few key seasons that we like to mention here, like during holiday season or week 52, we see that there is around 40% increase in terms of Gear apps download. So we really want you to have your apps live for the holiday season and take advantage of this 40% extra download that we noticed during this time frame. For themes, we see a similar trend. In around the month of April, there's an increment of around 75% of content download for theme store. So again, make sure that your apps are taking full advantages of these special key seasons. Now, at last, there is one more promotion that's going on for Gear watch face. So all new watch faces designs submitted to the Galaxy App Store between now and the new year will be included in the evaluation period. Eligible developers must have a seller office account registered in US. All new watch faces designed are uploaded and ready for sale in between by January 1st, 2018, and will be evaluated against revenue performance between January 1st and 14th. After this evaluation period, your app will be considered for a 2 weeks free marketing promotion. And for more details, again, you can refer to the links available in this slide. Now I'll let John to take over and talk about his journey. John?
Hi, Ash. Thank you. Thank you, Samsung, for having me here. It's a pleasure. I would like to begin by this journey that I had and share what I did and the experiences I had, what are the best practices I found to be working in terms of promoting your app and watch faces. So just a little bit of background. I began my journey February this year, and so far these are the 2 bestsellers I have in the store. The first one is called Momentum. It's a paid watch face. It has a total downloads now of 8,000. And the one you see on the right is Molecule, and it's a free watch face and has a total download of 28,000 at this moment. What I learned in my journey is that when you submit your watch face or application in the Samsung Galaxy App Store, it is not the end. I thought initially that once I submit the apps there and just let it pick up, it's there's a better way of exposing your applications to wider audience, and that's what I'm going to share in the succeeding slides. Get the word out. So let other people know that your watch face is out there, your applications, through social media, forums, and websites. These are the channels I have used in promoting my app. So I regularly post updates and new contents on different groups in social media and discussions. Specific those groups that discusses Samsung Gear and watch faces. And throughout the months in my journey, I've personally, have built some loyal customers. So I personally reach out to them also to let them know of any upcoming watch faces I have or design. So here you can see some of my examples, a few posts I have. One you see on Google+, that's the screenshot on the left. And another one is a post I have for Facebook with one of my latest watch face called Momentum Chrome. So when posting in social media, just bear in mind also to respect the rules of some groups. Some groups doesn't like being spammed, or those coming soon kind of announcement, they highly discourage. So just take a note of that and respect the rules of the specific social media group that you are joining and promoting your application or watch face. So some examples of social media groups that I'm a member of. In Facebook, there's a group called Samsung Gear S2 and S3, and it has 7,000 plus members and growing. In Google+, there's a group called Samsung Gear Wearables. It has 19,000 members. So I suggest you can join that group if you are promoting watch faces. So I personally reach out to few of my loyal customers. So here are some examples on how I reach out to them. I reach out to them via email or a chat in a social media, Facebook or Google+. So if I have any upcoming watch face, for example, in this case, Momentum Chrome, I am offering them free coupons so they can try it out, get some feedback, what can be improved and so on. I do encourage them also to go, if they liked it, to go to the App Store and leave a positive rating about my watch face. Be proactive. So this means that you don't need to wait for your watch face to be noticed out there. If there are third-party YouTube reviewers, you can reach out to and ask them proactively if they can review your watch faces. So you can just go to YouTube and try to look for or search for gear watch faces and see what are the top results you're getting. And I would suggest you can reach out to these YouTube reviewers who regularly reviews tech or apps or watch faces. Engage your user. So here I'm going to talk about what I found effective in terms of engaging the users. Be responsive. So I acknowledge customer emails at least within a day or two. This gives a positive impression to the user regarding your after-sales support. So if a customer reports an issue, respond. So respond with what will be the next step, plan for a fix or enhancement about that, and this set his expectation correctly as well by letting them know your timelines, when are you going to get back to them or when is the estimated time the fix will be available. So here is an example email from one of my customers where he downloaded one of my best-selling apps or best-selling watch face, which is Momentum Z. During that time when he downloaded the watch face, the moon phase was new moon. So when he downloaded the watch face, he couldn't locate where the moon is. So in a day, so I responded to him with the explanation. In this case, it just needs an explanation. No enhancement was required. And the user was very grateful about being responsive or responding quickly regarding issues. Regularly reach out to users and encourage them feedback. So I do reach out to them regularly, loyal customers or in the group, try to engage them, participate in their chats whenever you can or whenever it's relevant. I use polls in Facebook and Google Plus groups to get ideas of what are, popular preferences of Gear Watch users. So here are some examples of polls I posted in Facebook. The one on the left, I tried to find out, what are the complications that a lot of people want, especially if they want to toggle a complications visibility on and off, what would it be? So the one that came on top would be, they want to see battery level in their watch faces, then secondly, followed by the digital time, then step count, weather information, and so on. The poll I had on the right is more on getting an idea of, what customization options they would like in their watch faces. So what do they want more? Ability to choose different backgrounds, or is it ability to toggle the visibility of different complications like information in their watch faces? So having polls, engaging your users gives you an idea of what you can design to add value to them. Delight your user. One example of this is I received a request from a customer to translate one of the watch faces I had, which he really liked. So I translated the watch face and released another version of that watch face in the specific language, I think it's Swedish, and named it after the customer. So this is one example of my communication with him. So I asked him, I told him that, the watch face is now available in the store. It's now locally translated to his language. And I offered him a coupon to download it for free, but he refused to use that because he was very delighted, that there's a app or a watch face for him, specifically for him, personalized, and he bought that. And he commented he would have bought that many times if needed. So here are some more examples how, delighting your customer means to me. So one is give away free watch face. So that's one good way for your brand to be made known out there. So if people can download some of your work for free, they can see the quality of your work and judge from there. And also gives you exposure for other people to browse through, get them interested to your content. Secondly, provide discount from time to time during peak seasons or seasons that you think discounts would work. So give discounts. I also did buy one, get one free. So once they bought one watch face, I provide them free coupons for another watch face of their choice. So that's one example there at the bottom. Buy one, get one free. Lastly, I give away coupons to groups, to my loyal customers from time to time, sometimes just spontaneous. Just offer them coupons so they are able to, download your paid watch faces and try it out. Do encourage them to leave a positive response or rating in the Galaxy App Store. As what Ash has mentioned in earlier presentation, it helps drives your download rate. Here, one example of because of the brand promotion, there was brand awareness and resulting to positive response or rating in the Galaxy App Store. So this is one user who just recently bought his Galaxy Gear device. And I offered him a coupon to try one of my watch face. And to his delight, he bought actually 7 more of my paid watch faces and left a positive comments in the Galaxy App Store. So what you see here in the screen is the comments and rating from that user for the different watch faces I have. So as a closing remark on my segment here, build customer relationships. So we don't sell only our product or our apps, but sell a user experience, create a positive customer experience, and do it one customer at a time, and then your brand people will become aware of your brand and your services. So that's how I found it effective in terms of driving my download rate. That's it. Back to you, Ash. Thank you.
Thanks, Sean. That was really helpful. So now let's move on to our end of this webinar. So as a next step, you can join our Samsung Developer Program. The links are mentioned on the slide. As I mentioned earlier, this session has been recorded and it will be made available along with the previous webinars under the link. And at last, you will see a feedback form prompted on your screen. We request you to fill it out. It will help us improve the webinars in future. Thank you. Okay, I have one question here. Let me see. So I want Samsung Theme Designer. I believe you are asking for how to access Samsung Theme Editor tool. So for that, go to developers.samsung. So even before that, there's a link mentioned on this slide about past webinars. If you go to that link, you will see that there is a PDF available to download, which clearly explains the entire journey of how to apply a theme editor tool. There is also a similar kind of webinar presentation available as a YouTube video that you can watch to see how you can apply a theme editor tool. But just a quick update that now, unlike earlier you can apply for a theme editor tool like whenever you are ready with your portfolio. But now there is a limited time slot in which you have to apply. Currently, the application cycle will remain open until December 6th. So you can go to developers.samsung.com and /theme. And you will see an apply access option there. You need to go in there, fill out your detail, provide us a portfolio, and make sure that the portfolio has 6 different mobile screens, and submit that portfolio to us. And within normally it takes around 4 weeks for us to review your application. Once it's approved, you will have access to the theme editor tool. You can download and use it. Any question? Okay, I believe so. We don't have any more questions. Again, if you have any more questions that you will come across, you can again send us a ticket later. Now, thank you all for joining today, and now you'll be prompted for the feedback for this webinar. Thank you. Thanks, Sean.
Thank you.